Hi guys, welcome to our Zoom for the Legends VIP Network. My name's Sam Jones, I'm from Swansea, and I'm helping my business partner Harvey Park pioneer this opportunity into the UK. The masterminds behind the opportunity are Val Smith and Tracy Jameson. Absolutely amazing guys. The concept that they're bringing to the UK is absolutely fantastic. But I will pass you over to Val now so he can tell you all about it. So over to you, Val.
Well, thank you so much, Sam. I really appreciate it. And I'm eating right now. You just caught me off guard there. Speaking about the company Apple, I'm eating an apple. It's the right thing to do. It's about taking advantage of opportunity. But what I want to do today is I want to talk to you about generating prosperity. But before I get into the meat and potatoes, I got to set the stage. I want to paint a canvas for you. And I'm going to do everything in my power to help you understand the laws of prosperity and how you make money. Because one of the situations that I have in my life every single day, people come to me because they know the financial situation that I'm in. My wife and I, my kids, we live a pretty interesting life. We've done really well financially, have a lot of wonderful things in the game of life. But the reason why we have that is because of one word. It's called action. It's called action. And so many people come to me throughout the day, throughout the internet, and they ask me, how do you make money? I mean, really, how do you make money? In order to make money in anything that's being presented before you, you got to take advantage of opportunity. But the big key to making money in front of your computer, staying at home, wherever you are, is giving yourself permission to say yes. That's the most important aspect, is giving yourself permission to say yes. So I want you to think about a certain individual in the game of life that's made an awful lot of money. As a matter of fact, I think he's worth probably well over $60-70 billion. How many of you have heard of the name Mark Zuckerberg? Mark Zuckerberg and his friends a few years ago were sitting in a college dormitory going to school, but probably weren't studying. They were kind of doing some extracurricular activity on the side, and all of a sudden, their idea sparked and manifested the largest playground in the world on the internet. You see, they were looking for opportunity, and there was no way they were going to say, no, we can't afford it, no, we're not interested, because they knew that would be the wrong thing to do. They pursued their dreams, they pursued their mission, their passion, and they formulated and manifested, once again, the largest playground on the planet, on the internet, and that's something called Facebook. When Facebook first came out, it had to start from somewhere. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that said, no, I don't have time. No, I don't really want to register. No, I don't want to give my personal information away. But now as we watch things evolve and, you know, the world is changing, life is changing, people are changing, evolution takes place in the game of life. And for those that don't take advantage of evolution, they usually remain stuck. And they usually go through life full of regret. And they whine, they complain, and they love to play the role of the victim because they missed out because of sheer ignorance and not being educated properly. That's my personal belief. That's what I'm going to stick to that, whether somebody likes it or not. So I'm looking at this. We've got this incredible environment called Facebook. And what's happening, at first it was rejected by a lot of people, right? It's, nah, I don't want to do that. No, my personal information's up there. But now Facebook has become the biggest addiction on the planet today. And I think in a short period of time, there's going to be over 3 billion people on Facebook, or at least 3 billion accounts out there. And the interesting thing about it is this. I'm going to teach you something right now for free. Okay? Listen to what I say. Write this down. Never forget this as long as you live in your pursuit of financial independence. Okay? There's a gentleman out there by the name of Warren Buffett. He's a colleague of Mark Zuckerberg's. They live in the Billionaire Boys Club. Okay? They are the wealthiest people in the world, along with a select group of people. Now, Warren Buffett said, and listen to this very carefully, Warren Buffett said, whatever you love to do, and this contradicts a lot of the teachers, gurus, the experts that I've been exposed to for over 37 years. You see, I've been in this game for 37 years, the home-based business arena. And I've always been taught the wrong information. Back in the day, I was always told, find your love, find your passion, get out there and make it happen, turn it into a business. And I actually believe that. And now I understand why, when I did that, I was making no money and I was broke because I was kind of just doing it, right, based on my personal belief system, part of the mindset. And then along comes Warren Buffett and says, whatever you love to do, make that your hobby. Whatever the population of the world loves to do, make that your business. Did you hear what I just said? Whatever the population of the planet loves to do, make that your business. Now, when you take a look at fast food restaurants, I'm in Canada, Tracy's in Canada, and many of you are in different parts of the world. But I can tell you in Canada, when you go to McDonald's, you don't see Bentleys, Jaguars, Ferraris, Porsches. You don't see the rich people eating there. Although they do, they might sneak in there every now and then because I do it. My kids do it. My wife does it. We'll sneak in there, but we'll take the pickup truck. So the point being is you capitalize on where the people are at. The people are into fast food, right? The people are into the internet movement now, and the big population of the world is psychologically, emotionally addicted to Facebook, which tells me something. It's giving me a clue to success. If you want to make money, follow the clues. So now, how is Zuckerberg making all his money? Well, he didn't say no. He didn't say, no, I'm not interested. No, we can't afford it. He and his colleagues created Facebook, and Mark's the captain of the ship. And now we've got billions of people all over the world congregating to Facebook. But not only do we have people, when you see large volumes of people, based on what Warren Buffett said, whatever the population of the world loves to do, capitalize on it. Well, if everyone's hanging out in the biggest playground in the world, Facebook, does it not make logical, common sense for corporate America or corporate world or, free enterprise and corporations all around us to want to access these people? Because the money's in the list, the money's in the database. And who's got the database? Facebook does. So how does Mark make his money? Oh, come have a free account in Facebook, global worldwide population. Be a part of the biggest playground in the world. And I will make billions of dollars selling advertising to those that desperately need, want, desire what I have. You see, companies that are not smart, companies that are not intelligent, companies that choose not to engage and capitalize on where the population's at will vanish, disappear, and regret forever lost opportunity. They will dry up like a desert. Whether they like it or not, they got to pay Zuckerberg billions of dollars or millions of dollars for advertising because that's where the people are. They're not anywhere else. The population's not hanging out there anywhere else. So I'm looking at that as a businessman. I'm a business person. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an innovator. And I said to my partner, Tracy, I said, we need to do what Zuckerberg's doing. We need to do what Warren Buffett said. We can't say no to this or we're going to come out looking really stupid. That's her and I will come out looking really stupid because we know how to do this. Okay. And what is it that we know how to do? Well, if we know that there's a large population of people congregating on Facebook and they're totally addicted, spending more time on Facebook than they are with their families, their husbands, their wives, their kids, it's an addiction. People are going out to restaurants. What do? They pull out their cell phones, their tablets, their electronic devices, and they go to Facebook. Their kids are in ballet. They're on Facebook. They're driving the car. They're on Facebook. People go to bed with Facebook more than they go to bed with their spouse. It's amazing. It's an addiction that is unexplainable. It's unexplainable. So does it not make logical sense as entrepreneurs, people that honestly with integrity can say we want to make money, does it not make sense to capitalize on the same movement that's forcing corporations to spend millions and billions of dollars getting access to Facebook. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that because we did something a whole lot better. So what we've done here is we recognize the fact, and I think you're all smart enough to know that Facebook is the largest social network in the world. But have you ever noticed something about Facebook? It's not a physical, it's not a tangible, it's a digital device. It's a digital social network, it's a digital playground, it's a digital platform that allows people to congregate and do whatever it is they feel they need to do in front of the world. Isn't that amazing? So now, what Tracy and I have chosen to do is help people all over the world, because one thing we know, and this cannot be debated by anyone intelligently, okay? The one thing we know is that there are tons of people, you and I and others all over the world, that would like to capitalize and take advantage of the opportunity to create wealth on the internet, right? So we look at it and we say, well, where's all the people? They're on Facebook. Multi-level marketers, affiliate marketers, retail direct sales associates, and people just selling stuff from their house. Okay? But have you ever honestly noticed that most people don't know how to do this? They don't know how to do it effectively. It's actually costing them money to be on Facebook, believe it or not. The majority of the people are losing money being on Facebook, but they don't really care because they're addicted. It's an addiction. And so keeping that in mind, people want to capitalize on the social network, but how do you make money? Well, guess who knows how to do it? I do. Tracy does. We know how to make money using Facebook day in, day out. We can literally sit at home a couple hours a day and make anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a day very easy on Facebook. We can very easily make $200 to $300 a day, maybe working 45 minutes on Facebook. So how do you do those things? Well, isn't that something you would like to know? For those of you that are building other multi-level marketing opportunities, wouldn't you love to know how to put 30, 40 people a month into your business? The average person doesn't know how to do that, but they know how to put 8 to 10 to 12 to 16 hours a day on Facebook and then go to bed at night and have not made any money. That's the average person. So if that's true, somebody once told me that in order to make money, learn how to solve people's problems. Well, since Tracy and I know how to turn Facebook into an ATM machine, we thought maybe you all might be interested in doing that. And then you have the power to, not capitalize on opportunity and do what most people do that aren't smart and say, no, I'm not interested. You can say that. That's your birthright. But I don't think anyone on this line watching this presentation would want to embarrass themselves and say such a thing, honestly. And it's got nothing to do with my ego or nothing like that. It's just, bottom line is, if somebody told me they could teach me how to turn Facebook into an ATM machine so I'd never have to work another day in my life and be a slave, would I take advantage of that? The answer is yes. I'm not going to say no to that, because the other side of the world, to go to work from 9 to 5, 7 to 3, 8 to 4, whatever it is, work a graveyard shift, work 2, 3 jobs, is too bloody painful. Psychologically, that hurts my head. And I don't want to miss out on my children. My children are the most important thing to me. I watch them grow and develop every day because I was able to retire 20 years ago. Okay? And that's important to me. And when I say retire, it doesn't mean sit at home and be brain dead. It means not have to worry about money ever again from that point of view. So we've created something pretty phenomenal here. We've created, just like Mark Zuckerberg created, we created a digital platform within Facebook in a way. Tracy and I created a concept called Legends VIP Network, and we give people VIP backstage passes. You get to access a back office, and you get access to our back office community that's full of training platforms. But the flagship product that will be sitting in the back office is our Ninja Marketing product. It will show you through video tutorials, and our videos are like 5 to 8 minutes long each video, because we understand the psychological component. I don't like watching 40-minute videos unless I'm watching a movie. I don't have time to watch a 25-minute video. I don't have time to watch an hour and a half video. The first thing I do when somebody sends me a video is I take a look at how many minutes are there. And if I see anything over, well, I'm not going to tell you exactly because it all depends on what I ate for lunch that day and the chemical imbalance in my body and things like that. I'm joking as I say that, of course. But I don't want anything. I want it fast, and I want it now, and I want it right to the point. Don't waste my time. So we have those type of videos in the back office that will show you systematically how you can dominate and control Facebook and become a dominating force in everything and anything you want to do in free enterprise, promoting everything and anything you want. MLM programs, whatever you want, you'll be able to be a top money-making machine on the internet if that has psychological appeal to you. So what I'm saying to you is we created a playground within the playground. You get access to a back office that will systematically educate you in areas that your superstar gurus on the internet are not doing. No offense to them, but our content is absolutely brilliant and beyond. So I'm gonna ask you some questions here very quickly, and some of you might want to remember these questions or write them down, because if you can effectively ask people these very few questions, you are going to make an awful lot of money on the internet. Okay, and I kid you not. So as you're all sitting here watching me right now, here's the main course of the presentation now that I laid the stage and painted the canvas for you. So let me ask you this question, and I want you to be very honest with me. Do not lie in any which way, shape, or form. I literally want you to mouth it out. Don't say it audibly, meaning don't say it verbally, but just say it to yourself or just kind of mouth it out quietly. Answer these questions yes or no, and be very, 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 very honest, because this is not about me. I've got a lot of good stuff going on in my life. Now I want to pass that torch on to you. So I'm going to ask you a question, yes or no. What if I could show you a very powerful way to turn Facebook into a license to print money? Would that be worth 2 minutes of your life? And I'm not kidding. Okay? Second question. Do you all, as you're sitting here right now, do you all take ownership of your own electronic device? Meaning, do you all own your own electronic device, computer, cell phone, laptop, whatever that is? You know what I'm talking about. Do you have access to the internet? Meaning, do you have access to an internet connection? Hopefully the answer is yes. Do you have your own personal Facebook account? And that's very important. It's the only way this is going to work. If you don't have your own Facebook account, it's not going to work for you. You're going to fail. Okay? You've got to have a Facebook account. So do you have your own personal Facebook account? The answer has to be yes. Do you have access? Do you have minimum access to $25 to activate this ATM machine, this license to print money? And by the way, if you know other people out there that have minimum $25 to activate this Facebook ATM machine, you can make unbelievable amounts of money based on just that $25 activation alone. Okay? I kid you not. You could very easily, just on that $25 activation, I would say the average person that really doesn't know what the heck they're doing could be easily making $80 to $240 a day. Potentially speaking is my belief system. And for those of you that know a little bit more, you should be well over $500 a day. And I'm not kidding. Potentially speaking, and that's just my personal belief system. Okay? And then last but not least, okay, if you can answer this question, you are on your way to superstardom, if that's really what you want. You can be financially independent if you can get this one question right correctly. Don't screw it up, please. Do you have access to a bank account that is legally registered in your name that will allow you to start taking in deposits immediately? I'm going to repeat that one more time, okay? Not a trick question. Do you have access to a bank account that is legally by law registered in your name that will allow you to start accepting money into your account starting today? That's what that means. And if you answered yes to all of those questions, how fast do you want to get started? I kid you not. And it's as simple as that. So when you're ready to capitalize on genius and brilliance of what Apple has done, Microsoft has done, what Mark Zuckerberg's done with Facebook, If you've ever sat there and wondered how people are really making money on Facebook, today's the day I want you to circle your calendar, because that is going to be revealed when you are smart enough and wise enough to activate your account, get logged into what it is we're doing here, and you can make yourself an absolute fortune. Money will never have to be an issue in your life ever again, unless that is something you want. If you want it to be an issue, all you have to do is say, no, I'm not interested, and you can go back and be broke forever. It's none of my business. I'm not going to take ownership of that. That's totally up to you. Personally, I have no time for poverty. I don't let my children have access to poverty unless they're going to be doing missionary work or something like that in the world. But we are not allowed to live near poverty. They're not allowed to hang out with poverty. They're not allowed to be around poverty. And that's just the law of the universe in our house. We don't allow it into our lives. Been there, done it. I never want to go back there ever again. Live that life, never going back, never going back. So the really cool, interesting thing about this is I'm going to share with you questions. Presentation's pretty much over now, but I want to answer some questions that you might be thinking of. All right. And I'm not looking at questions or any chats going on right now. So Sam, if there's any questions, you can feel free to ask me, because I'm focused on what I need to do here. I'm not looking at the chat. So some of the questions you might have is, how does this work? Are we a multi-level marketing company? The answer is really no. We're an affiliate program. Tracy and I have built a digital platform just like Facebook, but it's not a social network. It's basically a digital platform that gives you access to digital products. It gives you access to videos and audios that teach you how to become a 9th degree black belt in the art and science of building a business. So you don't have to do what most people do out there on the internet and fail every day and lose money every day and become a money donor to all these business opportunities. If you systematically follow these 5 to 8 minute video tutorials, you're going to make money whether you like it or not, unless you choose not to look at those video tutorials. That's going to be totally up to you. Now, we are selling this platform. Tracy and I sell, we basically sell VIP access to this platform. It's like a subscription. Okay, and it's one time out of pocket, $25 US, no monthly fee. Okay, and then that's our basic package, which will allow you to start making, I don't know, anywhere from $80 to $240 a day if you roll up your sleeves and start getting plugged into the system. Potentially speaking, I have to say potentially speaking. There's no guarantee, but I mean, I've seen my 11-year-old daughter can rock it out and make anywhere from $80 to $200 a day, allowing me to help her do that. So that's pretty cool, right? So the other thing is we have a second platform, a second access. We call this the VIP access. This is for people that think they're superstars, want to take their game to the next level, really understand that life is short and that you've got a bucket list you want to conquer. And so you wouldn't mind making an awful lot of money in a very short period of time. And so we call that the VIP package. That's $147. One time out of pocket. You can have the most lucrative business on the internet to enhance everything and anything else you're doing in your other projects. No monthly fees. I mean, who's going to sell an ATM machine for $147? Who's going to sell an ATM machine for $25? People will climb all over that, all over the world, okay? Out of the $25, if you choose to share this and let me do all the speaking for you, let me present the opportunities for you, you can collect the money. People will pay you the $25. The $25 will go to you. You see, you're the CEO of this company. Here's the paradigm shift. We took the online world and we just copied the brick and mortar industry. You see, the online world's all about automation. Let a company collect all the money and pray to God when you go to bed at night, they're going to send you a commission check at the end of the month, right? Tracy and I wanted no part of that because we've seen too many people get hurt. And that's not to knock any company. We didn't do that. We just didn't want to see anyone get hurt. We didn't want anyone to question our integrity and credibility. So he said, you know what? You guys can go out there, you guys and gals can go out there and sell our product, our platform, our education that probably, cost us close to $87,000 to put together when it was all said and done, time, effort, energy, programming, buying products here, buying products there, making it all happen. We said, you guys don't have to pay the 87 grand to develop it. We did. We spent the money. You guys get to leverage yourself off us. Your clients will pay you the $25 or they'll pay you the $147. It goes right to you. You touch it, you feel it, you smell it, you cash it first. Has nothing to do with Tracy and I. You're the CEO of the company. So when somebody says, who owns the company? Harvey does. Sam does. Lisa does, whoever. We can sit here and name names all day. Pamela does. Allison does. Marty does. Okay? It doesn't really matter. You guys are the company owners. We are the product creators. We're the platform creators. So you're retailing the products to whoever you want. You're collecting the money any way you want. How do you want to collect the money? Do you want to collect it through online merchants? Do you accept e-check? Do you take cash? Do you take cryptocurrency? Do you take Bitcoin? What do you take? Whatever you want. You are the captain. You are the boss. You are the CEO. You call the shots. I can't even tell you what to do in regards to what methodology you want to take your money in. If you've got a merchant account set up with your bank where you can take Visa, MasterCard, whatever, take it. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. You're a master affiliate marketing the product. Okay? So if you want to take cryptocurrency, I'd love you to. Go ahead all day. And then what happens is when you make a sale and you get the money and you've been paid and you're satisfied with that and your payment has cleared whatever methodology of operation you're using, you can now register your clients in our platform where you, not them, you go in because you made the sale. They're your client. You're managing that list. You go in and you register their first name, their last name, their email address, hit submit, and pay us then. You get invoiced then when you decide to register and activate a new client. All right? And your activation fee on the $25 basic level will be $5. You keep 20. Take your family out for dinner. Or you can take me to Taco Bell. That's totally up to you. All right? Or at $147, we'll invoice you $47 when you register your client. You'll have to pick up a $47 tab. You keep a $100 bill for every person you register. But you know what? It gets a way better than that. Oh my God, it gets a way better than that. I'm not going to get into explaining it right now on this particular call. Whoever put you on this presentation will show you our direct retail sales plan. You've never seen anything like it in most cases in your life. It's a one-up mechanism. It is a direct retail transaction between you and one person. But imagine, I'll give you an example of what I mean. There really are no downlines here because the system doesn't track downlines. It doesn't work that way. It tracks retail sales. The money's never divided up like it is in a multi-level marketing company. It's just a direct retail transaction all the time, 147. However, there's a twist. This is like a fancy cocktail with an unbelievable, unimaginable twist that will rock your world, blow your freaking mind when you understand it, okay? I'll give you an example and I can't get the words out of my mouth, an analogy, okay? Gotta have a bite of an apple. Here's how it works, kinda. Well, it does work like this, but again, you have to see the video to see the true mechanics of how it works here. Every person that comes to you, and you'll never even know who most of these people are, they'll be referrals. Many of them will be referrals, and you'll sit there and go, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. I got this person referred, this person referred. And you'll understand that when you see the dynamics of the one-up system. So in multi-level marketing, hypothetically speaking, if you had 8 people in your downline and a company that cost $150 a month, $150 a month to participate in, sorry, I'm not going by pounds here, I'm going by US dollars. 8 people might pay you $32, it might pay you $64, depending on the 2%, 3%, 5%, whatever. I get that, that's nice. Our business model here is one time out of pocket, $147, and $47 once a year, 12 months later, just to renew your website. Okay? Now, keeping that in mind, 8 people here is not worth $32 every month. 8 people here would be 8 transactions that you would have made. You probably didn't recruit or sponsor half of these people, and that would pay you $800. So you know when somebody says, Well, hey, I've got like 55 people in my MLM downline. How much does that pay you? $89, $164, right? Well, if a person had 50 people here in what some people like to use as a downline, even though no downline exists, 50 times 100 is $5,000. So I'd say there's a big difference between $5,000 upfront in your hand, touch it, feel it, smell it, cash it, spend it the same day, has nothing to do with me, has nothing to do with any company stealing your money or circumventing the money. It's all yours. You get paid first. I'd say $5,000 earned with only one time, 147, or if you had 50 people times $20, that's $1,000 if it was at the $20 level. Excuse me. And then I'm calculating that and I'm saying, well, where's the monthly fees? So in a monthly fee program of $150 or $100 or $80, that gets expensive. And that's when, in some cases, the truth is people quit. So keeping that in mind, I have no issue making $5,000 without any monthly fees. Because every month in the other methodologies, which is the greatest industry in the world, multi-level marketing, I've been in that industry for 37 years. A lot of people don't have $150 a month to buy their $64 check, to buy their $32 check, to buy their $184 check, to buy their $175 check, whatever it is. And I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, think about it, okay? This is absolutely a license to print money. It is absolutely an ATM machine, and no intelligent person on the planet would even begin to want to debate something like that. They would just come out with their tail wagging between their legs. It's everything every person wants on the internet. They want the video tutorials. They want the education. They want to know, how do I make money on Facebook? Well, guess who's got the tutorials that does it? Me. So if you know anyone that is sick and tired of being sick and tired and really wants to learn how to make money, and I'm talking about real money, whether it be Bitcoin or fiat currency, that's totally up to you. We can rock it out and make that happen in a really big way. But once again, I'm going to leave you with this thought. People come to me every day, every week, every month, every year, and they beg me to teach them how to make money. And I can only teach people how to make money if they're smart enough to say yes. If they come to me and I tell them, if you want me to teach you how to make money and it's only going to cost you $25, if they tell me that they can't afford it or they're not interested, I just tell them, well, I won't tell you what I tell them. I got to be nice. Sam wants me to be nice. I just tell them, have a wonderful day. Here's a quarter, and phone somebody who actually cares. Okay? I donate a quarter to them because that's all they're worth. So Sam, are there any questions that you might want me to ask? And I do apologize for eating an apple while we're on video doing live, but
no, questions are all fine. I think everybody is just blown away and speechless. Yeah,
let me just kind of run this over with you. I just want one more shot at this, all right? So here's, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, you ready for this? So here's the presentation. If any of you really want to do this presentation out there on the internet with your family and friends,